Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another What Sold on eBay video. Brendan here, Dad Planet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you again. So here we are, first week in September. Now, if this keeps up, I'm going to fall short of my 90-day goal, but we're inching better than last week. The week before, we're kind of crawling up there, despite my lack of listing. And the thing here is, I got to do 16,000 in sales this month. But I'm not going to overspend or spend for the sake of spending. If the products aren't out there, I'm just simply not going to buy them, and that's how this is going to be. So I won't force myself from a cost of goods or like an inventory perspective. I will, however, source longer because I think that will have an impact. But we're, as far as like traffic and volume and all of those things, they're well down from peak pandemic and kind of back to normal. So 3364, not terrible. 23 net. You guys know how this goes. If you're new here, I take 10 items that are Bolos from the week of sales that I've had past, and we go over them in hopes that you'll also find them. You'll be able to source them, and 99.9% of this stuff is coming from thrift stores and Facebook Marketplace. So you're likely to find it. Anyway, let's get into the first one here. If you guys aren't sourcing these Hasbrobop It games, like, you got to start doing it. So I'll put up on the screen what I paid for it. As you can see, I paid $1.99 for this. I knew it would sell, and I knew it would sell quickly. Slapped a $20 price tag on it, and it is gone. If you look at it, like, it's not even in that like great of condition cosmetically. Always do the battery compartments. But they still sell. I mean, look, take a look here, bumps and bruises on the game, but a super fun game. Tons of active listings, but tons of active sales as well. Super Bolo, easy to sell, easy to ship, pretty light, 20 bucks on two, all day long. They even paid $13.65 in shipping. So they paid $33.64 to get this game in their hands. I mean, what does that tell you? So from 1998, definitely vintage, definitely fun. Get out into the stores and source these bad boys. All right, this next one, I don't know, I'm not gonna like teach you a whole lot about the style of camera this is. So it's a 35mm camera, X700. This is definitely also a Bolo. Lots of active listings and lots of active sales. This took, I'm gonna say 5 months to sell. I sourced it like at the beginning of lockdown on Facebook Marketplace and a lot of a bunch of other camera equipment. There was another camera I think I sold for $50 or something. I paid $50 for the entire lot. So this is kind of like one of the larger pieces of the lot. They paid full price, $12.80 in shipping, so $132.79 all in. I tested what I could of the unit, and finally somebody took a stab at it. So 120 bucks. I'm happy with that sale. Yeah, fun. We get into the next one. Yeah, it's Halloween time, so I feel like this one is an obvious one. It was brand new in the package, and what did I pay for this guy? So I paid $4.99. I feel like I didn't pay that much. $4.99. That's what I have written down. But anyway, it's sold for full price, $31.99. It's a lighted Halloween tree. It's got little ghosts that hang from it. Look at a picture here. There they are. You can see the lights working. Battery operated, I believe. Yep, there you go. Really cute. Probably discontinued since it's old. Hallmark not selling these things anymore. And it's just that time of year. So $31.99. These little unassuming, and in every thrift store right now, they've got a dedicated Halloween section. And I'm not talking about just the costumes, but there's end caps and there's like rows dedicated to the Halloween stuff. So it's go time for Halloween. I know you've heard me say that before. This was really cute, lighted Halloween tree. Somebody loved it. I priced it right, I think, at 32 bucks. I don't know if there were comps. If there are, I will put them up on the screen here because it's been a minute since I sourced this, maybe 2 or 3 months ago. Could be a little bit longer, but yeah, fun item, Halloween, go time, excellent sale. All right, in the comments, do any of you recognize this toy? So it's from 1980, and I've never seen it before. It's a Wild Coaster, okay? To Play is the manufacturer. So those little cars, they go into that white little track. You hit the little button at the bottom there, and you flip it on, and they go. It's kind of cute. So here's a picture of the bottom. So you can see blue box written on the red piece of plastic right there. And then here's a better picture of the box. I didn't know anything about it. I just thought it was cool. I didn't see comps that I could kind of price it on, so I had to guess. And I guessed right. Now, this did take, what, 2, 3, 4 months to sell. So I held on to it for a long time, but I got full price for it. Somebody took a stab at it at 50 bucks, 13.25 in shipping, so 63.24 all in. This was old and the box was beat up. So they had it priced at $2.99 and I jumped on it. I think that's a pretty good margin right there, and the ROI was wonderful. So yeah, battery operated wild coaster. Let me know in the comments if you've ever seen this before. Maybe you had it and maybe it was awesome when you had it as a child. I don't know, but it was a vintage toy. It looked like it was in awesome condition. So this was one of the rare instances where I was okay creating the market. When I say creating the market, that's being the first one to have a sale of an item like this. 99% of the time, I don't do that anymore, and I think that that has really increased my overall sales, my overall success. Don't create markets. Take calculated risks, and in this instance, I felt this was a calculated risk that was worth taking. It turns out I was correct, and I got the 50 bucks. So there you go. There's really nothing interesting about this mug. It's a John Deere mug that's like textured 3D style. I liked it. I had seen comparables for this textured type of mug before, John Deere, but not with this design. The textured ones that I saw that had comparable sales to follow had tractors in the design. This one did not. So I was kind of taking a chance right here, but at $1.99, list and forget. I mean, $2, it doesn't get much lower than $2 when you're, outsourcing. So another one where I paid $1.99 and I got $20 for it. They also paid $8 in shipping, so $27.99. These are the list and forgets right here for sure. I priced it at what I thought was, would be acceptable to like the right buyer, and I waited and I was patient enough, and it sold. So here's the rest of the design on the other side here. Just a neat, extremely clean. M. Cornell importers. I don't know if that matters much, but 3D textured design on that one. John Deere mug. Super boring if you ask me, but boring pays the bills. So another $2 into 20 item. You guys could make a living off of t-shirts. You realize that, right? T-shirts in my area are like $1.99. I either bought this for $1.99 or I got it on half off day at 99 cents. I don't remember. I think it was just the regular price of $1.99. But I'm having success with the vacation area, resort area t-shirts, regardless of whether they're vintage or not. This is clearly not vintage. I don't recall if there are comps to put up on the screen, I will put them on the screen. But Dive Lounge, Belize, the size was right. I took a chance on it. It was double-sided right there. And buyer took an offer. I must have done like 10% off or something like that. So they paid $17.99 and $3.99 to ship. So they're $21.98 all in, $1.99. Again, you can make a living off of just t-shirts. So the South Carolinas of the world. I'm selling Myrtle Beaches of the world. I sold something from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, a shirt from there. The Salty Dog Cafe shirts. Key West. Look those items up. Source them, look them up, and sell them because, again, $1.99 into 18. Enough of those pays your bills, pays your vacation, might even pay your mortgage, So I'm trying to source a lot of those, a lot more. Because again, for me, it only takes me like less than a minute to photograph them, and it takes, 2 or 3 minutes to either sell similar or just create the listing. So really, not every single Bolo or every single sale has to be that home run, like $500 item, right? These little ones add up, add up, add up, add up, add up. And so when I show you like 10 really exciting, like high margin, big dollar Bolos, what's paying the bills are these items right here. So that's why I wanted to make this a focus on this video, because the reality is you're not always going to find the item you pay $1 for that sells for $200. Those are great. Hitting the home runs are great, but like baseball is made up of lots of like singles and doubles and triples and not just home runs. So that's the game we're playing here. But yeah, the vacation resort style t-shirts, awesome Bolos. I love them. I continue to sell them. So yeah, Dive Lounge, Belize, whether it's that one or all the other ones, like source them and get them listed for sure. All right, so Solomon. You've seen me do Solomon as a Bolo before. You take a look at these shoes. They look great, right? So I found these at the bins, right? With my hazmat suit and all, because the bins are absolutely disgusting. It's just so gross. I don't know how I can stand it. But I washed these shoes and they came out excellent. Look at how wonderful they are. Excellent color. Men's size 9, I believe these are. Solomon XR Mission. I'll show you a picture of the soles here. Wonderful condition. So they weighed like just under 2 pounds, $1.70 times 2. So I paid like $3.50 for these shoes and I sold them for full price. $32.99, $8.70 shipping, so $41.69. The buyer is all in. Yeah, I paid about $3.50 here. I feel like the picture sold it, and I feel like everybody passed them up at the bins because they were dirty. So just wash your shoes. I mean, it's a requirement anyway, per eBay's terms of service. So yeah, clean up the midsoles a little bit, give them a good wipe down, and you can see the insoles in decent enough condition. Boom, they sold. This is an excellent Bolo, and I find Solomon a lot because people they simply pass them up. Solomon shoes look like they get used a lot. I find that like I get a lot of them dirty and I just simply throw them in the wash and they come out looking awesome. So this was a good Bolo, beautiful color, pictures were great, worked out well. This is another bin find right here. So if you look at my title here, Russian language vocabulary cards, yes, that's what they are. Vintage, yes, that's what they are. But I have homeschooling and I have educational in there as well. You got a lot of people doing online only school this year, hybrid, whatever it is. And I'm making the assumption that that's the market that would be purchasing this type of item. I could be wrong, but those keywords may have played into the fact that I made this sale so quickly. So again, another bin find. It couldn't have been more than $2. There are 1,000 cards in the set teaching you the Russian language. And what did I get? I got $19.79 for them, $9.90 in shipping. So $29.69. The buyer is all in. Very old, but it is a Bolo. I didn't just purchase these and then throw them in the cart and hope that they would sell. I had seen previous sales before. They've probably been on the screen already at this point. So I knew that I had something right there. So there's the first card right there, all the way to 1,000. A good Bolo, you know, these ones made the trip to the bins worth it because I feel like I'm going to vomit the minute I walk in the door there. But and some of you folks are like killing it at the bins. I mean, how do you do it? Like, I feel like I want to walk in there with like a NASA outfit on. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm just overreacting, but whatever. Those things sold and I'm happy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's sleeper Bolo time. Yep, sure is. I'm dancing to no music right now. I added the music after the fact. So it looks like I'm really dancing to the music. It's not. It's just a special effect. But anyway, yeah. Brim. Have you folks ever heard of Brim? This is a sleeper Bolo. So there won't be tons of like active listings, tons of active sales. But this thing is pretty cool looking. So the model number on this coffee maker is FCM1613. There was only one, if I remember correctly, one previous sale for this exact model. So I priced it according to that sale and I finally got full price. I had it for maybe a month or two. $89.99, $21.13 shipping. So they're $111.12 all in. I paid $5.99 for this beauty. This thing is pretty cool looking. It was very clean, so you could tell that it was, and of course, you know, I tested it, so you see a little bit of water there. But it was very clean. You can see that they didn't get a ton of use out of it. And just like a lot of glass, it was very delicate. I shipped this in a 14 by 14 by 12 box with tons of bubble wrap. Confident that it would get there safely, and I'm sure it did. I haven't seen any feedback for it yet, but yeah, it's just a pour over coffee maker. But Brim is another one of those under the radar brands. Now, I feel like, you know, if you're training your eye and you saw this relative to like the Mr. Coffees of the world, those junk plastic single serve deals or whatever, like this one would stand out. So that's what happened to me. It stood out. I knew to look it up, and boom, it was money in the bank. So if you haven't heard of Brim, or if you're passing them up, stop passing them up, because this was a $90 bill that I paid $6 for. So yeah, keep your eye out. That's the sleeper Bolo, and there won't always be a sleeper Bolo every week, but the last 3 weeks there have been some that I think you would really benefit from. So yeah, keep your eye out for that sleeper Bolo. And that brings us to our last sale. Big item, expensive to ship, but tested, cleaned, worked excellent. This is the Dyson D17. There are a few different D17 models. There's like the Animal, if I remember correctly, and I could be confusing that with the DC25. There's a DC17, DC25. I don't remember all of them, but this one was targeted to the asthma and allergy buyer, right? So this is just it's just marketing at the end of the day. So asthma and allergy. I cleaned the interior right there. That's the canister right there. Those canisters alone sell for 50, 60 bucks. So if you're parting it out, don't be afraid to do that. But this thing worked so well. And yeah, I mean, there it is right there. Huge, you know, stretched like 40, 50 inches tall, but double, triple the box, you know, protected on the inside, and boom, it's out the door. So I got full price for it, $150. They paid $37.51 in shipping. So they are $187.50 all in. This bad boy was $7, and I knew if I even just parted it out, I would get $70, $80 for it, but I decided to throw the whole thing up for $150, and that is what I got. She worked without issue, just like I said, and ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's all I got for you this time. If you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button icon, the bell notification. If you liked the video, give me a like. I would appreciate that for sure. And that's it. Hope your business is going well. Kids back in school, don't have kids, just outsource them more, whatever it is you're doing. Hope it's going well. And yeah, that's it. We'll see you in the next video.